The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking deep. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. To keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Lets it fly. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Looking for room, it's Durham. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Guys, we talk about games that just somehow get away from you. I don't think there was a better example last year than that classic between LSU and South Carolina, in which the Gamecocks did every single thing except finish.
Well, they got out to an early start, but they didn't get a lot of help from the referee.
We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense.
Breaks into the open. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Finds his man open. Lowers those pads. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll throw on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch, it's Anderson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Caught near the sticks, it's Anderson. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
You gotta love aggressive offenses. You get third down and short, a lot of defenses thinking run. They got fourth down in their back pocket. This offense is aggressive, takes the shot, makes the big play, goes from their side of the field to now set up first and goal.
And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. From the gun, he'll try to throw. It's complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just quit. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got through trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's past the 30. He's running free down the middle. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Now, LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. and you better look out, college football.
Finds his man. It's Harbor. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll go to the ground. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the option. Quick toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. That was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere.
Turning it on! He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quick completion on the out route. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Extra point here will give them the lead.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be... He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got his man. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Converts on fourth down, still going. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Fresno State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Found a seam. Quick with the spin move. Gets away from one. He's got space. Racing to the right. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking to throw. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
We'll take over. First and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get...
Out of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab at the 30. Here he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quick handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's the pressure. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him. They hit him.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
LSU 42, South Carolina 28.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the third interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game.
Oh, he's getting a haste, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Will take over. First and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They get to him as he throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. The sure hands, it's Jacobs. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Handoff to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. They're setting up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Card in the backfield. It's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on the field.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Make it happen. Check. Black 30, Easton.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Going right to work up top. The short hands, it's Barry. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense in a split backfield. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking for a crease, it's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab, it's Berry. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, we need this quarterback to put up some monster numbers. He's putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, he's had the hot hand. 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Back to pass. Back swinging for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point was good. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th.
Set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that. He's got it down the left. Off and running. At the 30. The 20. The 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it first and goal trying to cash it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture. Sneaks it into the end zone.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it. Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be knocked down.
And your LSU Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Holds it in on the left. Hits the crease. At the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Throws to the back. Working that left side now. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Connection to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
All right, a little bit outside the box, right? A little bit of a different play call on 3rd down, but I think now you got to make the decision. Now it's between, do I go for it? Do I kick a field goal? I think you call a play like that last one, and you know if I get to the 1-yard line, I'm going for it on 4th.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Touchdown, South Carolina.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finding open areas. And there he goes. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
South Carolina, 58.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. LSU right back to the line. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
91, South Carolina, 58.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.